For once, the title isn't bait, okay? I'm dead ass. I'm working on using some dark magic, also known as Discord, to bring lasagna back from the dead. I know, it's crazy. Absolutely insane stuff. It just kind of relies on, like, when we're both available and when my internet decides to work. You know what I'm saying? I say when we're both available. It's when she's available, because I'm not doing anything. Could you fall over and die now? That wasn't... that wasn't what I was expecting, but sure, we'll roll with that. But yeah, no, I say it depends on when we're both available. I am doing a crazy amount of nothing for the next few months. You know, the amount of nothing I'm doing, you could argue, is close to being what's known as unemployed. You might be correct. You might be correct. But who cares? I don't. I'm going to sit here and be the leech on society I was always destined to be. And you can too. Most of you probably are. You're all like... but most of the people who watch my channel are children, so... yeah, actually. God damn, that's crazy. Now that I think about it. Anyway, enough of being like the best role model for the young and impressionable audience of my YouTube channel. Yesterday's video, a lot of people noticed it looked a bit funky. It looked a bit weird. There actually was nothing. There was nothing wrong with yesterday's video. If you see anything wrong, please report it to your local democracy officer, and we promise we will not send you to a freedom camp. And if you get that reference, you play good video games. But no, turns out, okay, it's been like annoying me for like a few days. I changed some settings on my monitor for the Switch 2, right? Because the Switch 2 outputs in HDR. And if you don't output Switch 2 games that support HDR in HDR, just to ignore all the technical shit, it looks bad. It looks really, really bad. So I was like, okay, I'm going to figure out to turn this on my monitor. And I do. I turn it on. And everything's fine. And then a few days later, Windows! My favorite thing. My favorite thing. Microsoft. Ooh, I love Microsoft. They come along, and they're like, you're using HDR on your monitor, so we're going to turn HDR on in Windows settings. And oh my god, never do that. I was like, why does my monitor, why does it look so bad? Everything looks so dark and so washed out, and it looks awful. Yeah, that's why. Really annoying. Because I didn't turn that. I didn't turn that on. Yeah, I didn't tell Windows to turn that on. No, Microsoft just did that. I love Microsoft. The thing is like I absolutely hate Windows, and I hate everything Microsoft touches with like a passion, because like it all sucks, and it all somehow manages to break in like unique ways each time you turn on a Microsoft app. Like recently, I was trying to log into my email because, you know, I have like I have to do stuff through emails like a normal person. Just wouldn't let me log in. Like I'd try logging in to my university email, and it boot loops, and then it's like, oh, you actually want to log into Lasagna's email account, and I'm like, no, I don't. So anyway, I was like, I log into her email account because I'm like, okay, fine, maybe this will fix it. I log into her email account, and it's like, so you actually want to log into your email account, and it's just like it's just this infinite loop. It's this never-ending loop of misery and pain. And yeah, I hate Microsoft. How could you be one of the biggest, like top like 4 biggest countries on countries? Honestly, yeah. How can you be one of the top 4 biggest companies in the world? A company so big, I think it would be in like the top 10 wealthiest countries, no, maybe top 20 wealthiest countries on the planet, which is that's insane. that any company can get that big. But and everything you touch is just shit. It's just bad and it breaks. I hate Microsoft so much. Anyway, it's fixed now, as you can tell. Or maybe you couldn't tell. Who knows? I could tell. It was really obvious in real life. I tried sending a screenshot to my friends and it wasn't obvious at all. It was so obvious in real life. I promise, I'm not schizophrenic. You're not schizophrenic too if you noticed it. Congratulations on not being schizophrenic. So anyway, time to completely 180 the video, as I always do. And I'm going to talk about Deltarune now. Because, yeah, I played Deltarune. And I'm going to talk about spoilers, specifically secret boss spoilers. So if you don't want to get secret boss spoiled, you've already watched like 6 minutes of the video, so I think I've got like enough like ad revenue. I mean, okay, I'm joking. If you don't want to get spoiled, then obviously just don't. You can just click off. It's fine. Anyway, I'm talking about the secret bosses. People have been complaining about the secret bosses in specifically chapter 3, about how it's too hard and need to nerf. And I'm just like, are you like actual lobotomites? Like, it was not that hard. Like, it's okay. It's definitely the hardest secret boss so far, right? Like Roaring Knight, he kind of he's got some attacks on him, you know. He's got some, specifically that one with the fucking swords. Not the one where he spins the swords around in a circle. That one's easy. I mean, I'm talking about specifically the attack where he's like dragging the swords from right to left across the screen. Where is the hitbox? Oh my god. If you know, you know. But you know, Roaring Knight was not very hard. Like I was just like, I replayed through chapter 3 yesterday, and I got to the Roaring Knight, and I started streaming it like in cool to Lasagna because she wanted to like see, and I was like, okay, this is probably gonna take a few tries. I've seen people like complaining about this and struggling with this boss. It took me 4 tries. Like it took me 4 tries to beat. Like it was not that hard. Like and like the 3rd try, I died on like the very final like frame of the attacks. I didn't know the final attack was coming, and went into it with like 3 health. So it really, Roaring Knight, he ain't that tough, you know. He's kind of a little wimpy boy. Definitely harder than Spamton Neo. And I haven't fought Jevil in years, so I can't talk about Jevil. Spamton Neo's a fucking pushover, though, I'm gonna be real. Even Snowgrave Spamton Rear, he's actually so easy. And then I go on to chapter 4, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do chapter 4 secret boss. You know, the one where you fight Gerson. Oh my god, that is the easiest secret boss. Like, he's very easy. Like, wow, is he easy? I can't tell if it's like intentionally easy, you know what I mean? Because I was noticing towards the end of the fight, you know, I started getting low, and he only started doing like 5 damage to me per hit. So I feel like it was meant to be easy, but at the same time, like, it's a secret boss. Why is this? I feel like it shouldn't be easy, but it was really easy, and I beat it first try. And I was like, wow. Really? Is that it? It was a cool fight, don't get me wrong. But I'm just sat there like, are you serious? Like, that's it? Ooh, tech. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I can play that video game. I don't know. I just felt very underwhelmed by Gerson. I thought it was cool how, like, the secret boss plays off of, like, him and, like, Susie's, like, you know, bond. I still think Spamton Neo is by far the most interesting secret boss, and also the funniest. But he's definitely the most interesting lore-wise. I'm sure the Roaring Knight will change over time. He seems like a pretty important part of the plot line. But I don't know. Very underwhelmed. Not underwhelmed. Roaring Knight, I expect to take me longer, but it's probably my favorite fight in Deltarune. Probably. I expected it to be harder, but it's still definitely one of the most fun and like visually interesting, and the music goes hard. Gerson, 100% underwhelming. Like, wow. My mouse just decided it didn't feel like working for a second. That's cool. I'm sure there's a bode for things to come. In any way whatsoever. But yeah. There you go. There's my Deltarune secret boss opinions. If you're now joining us because you skipped the opinions, I don't know. I don't know where I'm taking that. I have nothing to. Wouldn't it be really funny if I like end the video at the end of this level? So then I can put like in the middle of the video, like skip to this part for Deltarune spoilers, and then the video just ends like like a couple of seconds later. That'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna do that. I'm doing that. That's funny. Oh right, I forgot there's a virtue there because I didn't kill it because I am a dumbass. Well, if you skipped the video because Deltarune spoilers, I hope you enjoyed the 30 seconds of content you got. I appreciate the effort.